Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about construction of covers for zines. Well, I'm also going to talk about artist books. Like, I'm no stranger to making artist books. I've made a variety of different kinds of artist books. And artist books are an interesting medium because usually you're making multiples and unique items at the same time, which in my mind is very similar to printmaking. And with artist books, you can explore different conceptual ideas through the use of the materials. And I think the same applies to making zines. And I think it's all about having fun ultimately and just sort of like relaxing and identifying what's going to be like dope for you. So for me, with this sort of package, I think it's really cool just having them all together. Like, I was getting hyped when I just had them all in my hand. It's like, yo, that's impressive. I don't know, it's just got that sort of toy quality, like that object quality. And, how I went about making the covers was I took this paper that I found on Amazon because I wanted the reflective, holographic, sort of futuristic concept to come through. And I found this paper on Amazon and I researched how to print on top of it. Because initially I was trying to screen print and it just wasn't working out. I was scratching off. But I found that if you used a laser printer or an inkjet printer, it's one of the two, that the printing would actually stick. So I went to the local Fedex printing supply or printing center. It used to be called Kinko's. It used to be called Fedex Kinko's. You might want to try different printing services. And I brought the paper that I got off of Amazon and I sized out the image because I printed the back and the front at the same time and just folded the piece of paper in half. And I was like, yo, can you print this for me? And they're like, hell yeah. And we did some tests and I was like, cool, I want to run like this number. And I really created the addition of the zines in batches. Pause. The whole goal with the first volume of the zine was to make something that we loved and share it with people. And I had to run the first edition in segments because it was too expensive to run all at once. I was doing my printing for the inside booklet through FedEx printing, and it was just too expensive, so I had to chunk it out. And then I was able to switch over to a different printing service, and that became more cost effective in running the second edition. I used a website called Mix'em, and I uploaded the file that I created, and I created the file using Affinity Publisher 2. Pause. And what you're seeing right now in the video, I'm taking the booklet that I had printed through Mix'em, and I'm using the guts of the zine to outline and score the covers. So I can cut away the excess and I can take the cover itself and staple it to the booklets that I ordered. So going back to software real quick, I used two programs. Initially I used Affinity Publisher to create the file that I sent to the printing company, and later on I used InDesign to create a digital version. At the FedEx, I had them and then cut using their guillotine, and then I was able to attach the covers myself. And you see, and just to reiterate, what I did was I took the booklet and then I used that as a template to score on the actual covers using a metal tipped mechanical pencil. And then using that as a guideline, I'm using the scissors to cut away the excess. That way I can attach specialized covers to the booklets, and that way I can sort of make the zine upscaled. I can make it of more quality, and that's how I was able to do all the covers in this manner. A quality zine at FedEx, and I think that's good for like a few of them, but because it was like people's work, and ideally I wanted to create a higher quality zine because it was people's art, and I wanted their art to be presented in a manner that respected their art and made it feel like their art was of quality. Because the original idea was to just like printer copy it printer paper and just have it real like rough and tumble, and make a custom cover and put it out, and then just make like a bunch. But after making one of these, because I was like, this is just such a fun, cool idea, I was just like, we have to make the whole edition like this. Like, sometimes I think it's good to have the project scaled down, so that the idea can really so you can create more. When it comes to multiples, sometimes you got to take project costs into consideration so that you can really find like the right balance. And so with Mix'em, I was able to find a printing service that could create something very similar to like the high quality product that I was able to produce at the Fedex printing center, but then at a cheaper cost. So it was costing me like $7-8 to print a booklet at the Fedex printing center. And I think it's good to be able to do math and learn business as an artist. Like, you want to make beautiful things. I think learning how to do business in a beautiful manner is good. And part of that is just, keeping track of the numbers and then being able to understand what it takes to put in something and then also receive something. So like a give and take. But with Mix'em, whereas like FedEx, I was printing a booklet for about, $6 to $8. I was able to print the booklet itself for like $2.50 to $3, and then adding $1 for the cover. So like, plus my manual labor, like minus that, I was making the books for like $4, and selling the books for, even though we're not selling the books, selling these books anywhere from $10 to $20, you're generating profit. So I just think it's good to think about costs, and sometimes you can still get the idea across and have quality with lowering your prices. I think sometimes you just got to play around with that. And really, I just wanted to make this video. This is going to be probably one of the last videos for this particular zine, because I thought all this footage of making the covers was cool. Just want to say thank you. I appreciate you guys coming and checking out my videos. Hopefully you'll be making your own zines, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.